Hi, how are you today, my friend? Good morning. I am Protulia Xeta-Llouns, and this is Mexican Allies on the 11th day of the Trezene death. Today is Matlactlionce, Cozcacuauhtli. Is 11 Volture. Today is the day of the Volture. You know how the Volture is a creature that it has to do with transformation. What sort of transformation? Well, the big one. The sort of transformation that will make you feel as if you were dead or you're going through the path of death. Why? Because this sort of transformation is a metamorphosis that when it's completed, you are no longer what you used to be. What does it mean? Well, it's not that your life changed or mutated. It's that you're completely in this new life altogether. You don't recognize yourself because you're no longer yourself. Okay, it's your same skin, your same bones, your same features, but the context of everything, especially the way you feel, has changed so much that you became this other person. Think about this. If you are no longer named by the same name that you have, and you no longer are with the people you knew, and you don't live in the house you used to live, and you don't do the same things that you did, and maybe you don't even speak the same language, then who you are? You're this other person, right? So it means that the person you left behind died. This is what happens many times in life. We have problems letting go of certain situations, and this is because nobody wants to get in these weird and complex new ways of life that will make them turn all the way around. And sometimes it happens by accident, and even with an accident, because life and death are in the same road, just like these roads that have two sides. There's one side of the road and the other side of the road, and this is life and death. They're just separated by this tiny line that you can cross like nothing, right? So we're waiting for death to come to us when, I don't know, at the end of our lives. But life and death are so connected that you experiment death. You have to experiment death while you're still alive, so you can understand it. How could you understand death if you're dead, right? This is a paradox or something. So what happens here is that it will come this time on your life where you have to go through this process that is like transforming a piece of metal into something else. This is why Cozcacuauhtli, this vulture, was the sponsor of all the metal workers in the past, the ones who would make swords. They were sponsored by the Volture because making a sword is a difficult thing to do. You have to bang it very hard and to put it into the fire and then in the water to make it stronger. And it takes hours and maybe days or months to make a decent weapon, or a decent plate, or a decent color, because metal also was used to make other things. So in the 11th day of a Trezene death, death is making us meditate on life. What is needed for life? Well, what is needed for life is this path where we have to cross through Sometimes it's so narrow, or most of the times. In fact, it's the only way to go to the other side. A path so narrow that only one person can fit in there. You, the one who is walking this path. Just the way we come to this world, you could have a twin and be in your mother's womb together. But when you're coming through the door, you have to do it on your own, one by one. And it's a stretch place that it's probably hard to go through. But in the end, we're all here. And once you passed through this path, you're in a new life. So, of course, it's scary. Of course, it feels something inside, makes you feel something inside as if you were going to die, right? Like a quick spin that makes you dizzy, and you're terrified, and you're just frozen by this feeling. But once you decide that you want to be born again, you just let go and pass through this path, knowing that it's only a passage. It's just one moment of pain and doubt and fear. And then, just like this, you're on the other side. And of course, you have to learn a lot in this other side, because you have to learn how to be this new ornament or new instrument that you've been turned into. So the best way to know how good of a tool you are is to let the people who know how to use this tool use you, and become this wonderful piece that is going to help everybody to be better and to become and to achieve what they want, and mostly you, because you're the center of everything, because you're the weapon, or you're the tool, or you are the ornament. It depends. There are different jobs. Sometimes you're just good enough to be beautiful and just stay there and make prettier things. So what is with the 11th day and dreams? Because the 11th day is the god of dreams. It's one of the forms of Tezcatlipoca, and is the last day of the Trezene. That is the dark part of the Trezene. Is the last day of the darkest part. Right before dawn is the darkest moment, and is the moment when we dream. Perhaps this is why it's so dark, because you need darkness to dream, and you need dreams to help you go through reality, because first you dream about things and then you make them come true. So if you have good dreams, you're going to have a good reality. So what's needed for life is good dreams, a little bit obscure environment to have them, and to just go for them after you have them, because you can have a plan, you can have a dream, but in the moment of truth, that is the moment where you're really, really scared, you go back. And it's valid, you can do it. Life will give you a chance some other moment. Just like in highways, you miss the exit, and hopefully there will be an exit in a couple of miles. But there will always be an exit, and you have to be sure to use it when you see it. And so first having the dream, and then being strong enough and have the courage to exit, and just take the dream and make it come true. So today, just spend the day with these people you love, that first perhaps you dreamed them first, right? And now they're there for you. So profit on this and eat something delicious and share it with them. Have a nice day.